If you're a growth-minded entrepreneur, then I certainly urge you to pick up this book by Dan Sullivan and Dr. Benjamin Hardy. The title, 10x is easier than 2x. And obviously the title has a bit of a shock factor to it. However, I want you to consider something that Sullivan and Hardy argue in this book. Often we think about growth in organizations, growth in our leadership skills, growth in our business as something that just has to take place incrementally, little by little over a long season of time. Sullivan suggests that to 10x something is actually easier than just 2xing it. So the subtitle of the book is How World-Class Entrepreneurs Achieve More by Doing Less. Let me introduce you to just a couple of the chapters here in this book as a bit of an outline to his thinking. First of all, the book is in two parts. First part, 10x principles. Second part, 10x applications. The 10x principles, he simply describes the surprising simplicity of 10x growth. And to achieve 10x growth as opposed to 2x growth is primarily a mindset shift. And this mindset shift says, how must I think differently if I'm going to 10x the growth of this business? How must I think differently than just a 2x growth or doubling year after year after year? Chapter 2, 10x the quality of everything you do. So the mindset shift has to include a transition of quality of work. So we have to let go of the mundane and do the truly significant things. The third chapter, 10x embraces abundance and rejects scarcity. I find that this scarcity thinking, the idea that there really are limited resources and that if I grow my business too much, I'm actually going to take away from other people's business and it's a zero-sum game, really has a way of kind of subtly sliding into our thinking and impacting our growth mindset. And Sullivan really provides some great resources to challenge that sort of scarcity thinking. So the second part, then 10x applications. Uncover your 10x past to clarify your 10x future. Most of us at some point in life had a place where we 10x something. There was this gargantuan leap, this significant transformation that took place that radically altered the outcomes. And then he suggests you have to find a way to take 150 plus free days per year. Now, many entrepreneurs get where they want to go by just slogging it out 7 days a week, 30, 31 days a month, 365 days a year, year after year after year after year. And Sullivan, among many other really authors, described the fact that really the quality of your work begins to decline and you work from a place of fog rather than a place of clarity. And so free days actually allow you to achieve clarity and achieve greater effectiveness in your work. And then chapter 6, how to build a self-managing company, to evolve yourself from being a micromanager to a transformational leader, where other people are bringing transformation to your company and organizations through your leadership, because of your leadership, but they themselves are also transformational leaders. So if this at all seems attractive to you, and if you're an entrepreneur, you really need to consider picking up this book. And I want you to notice this, just a few lines here. 10x is not about any specific outcome, it's about the process. 10x is a capability. It's an operating system you can deploy for dramatically expanding your vision and standards, simplifying your strategy and focus. And I'll just note my experience in business coaching, the ability to simplify things, to really break them down to their simplest essence is absolutely critical to scaling and growth. And then identifying and removing non-essentials. This is getting crystal clear on the fundamental things, what is absolutely most important. Developing mastery in unique areas that are unique to you, your unique abilities, as Dan Sullivan calls them, and then leading and empowering others who excitedly share your vision and help you achieve that vision. And he says once you 10x this, you achieve some 4 fundamental freedoms. And these are freedoms that 10x people seek. First one is freedom of time. Who wouldn't like a bit more of that? Second one, freedom of money. Third, freedom of relationship. And fourth, really, I think the big, most important, most significant one, to find freedom of purpose. While I enjoyed reading the book, I have to tell you that getting the copy on Audible and listening to it, I found remarkable. Partly because Hardy and Sullivan actually have a conversation after every chapter that kind of unpacks some of the key themes of the book, and they're able to explore in conversation some of the significance of each of these chapters. Again, if you're a leader looking for exponential growth, I highly recommend this book to you. 10x is easier than 2x. Dan Sullivan, who's founder of Strategic Coach, along with Dr. Benjamin Hardy.